So today is actually going to be my fourth attempt at these. These guys I made earlier in the week, and well, there's nothing wrong with them per se. They came out a little bit lighter than I'd really like. I was struggling to get enough material in the boss, and I actually abandoned one of my previous efforts because of that. These came out a little bit better, but only marginally so. Really, these are probably more appropriate for smaller stuff, more like 5/8 or 3/8 or 5/8 or ½ inch. They're a little bit springy for what I want to use them for. So I'm going to make another attempt at them. I've been making these out of 5/8 sucker rod, mostly because I thought that's what I had been making them out of. And then I realized, looking through some of my notes and stuff, I've actually been making my bolt jaw tongs out of 3/4 inch for about the last 2 years. But of course, you know, take a bunch of time off and yeah, you're likely to make stupid mistakes like that. So we're going to make another attempt at these. I'm going to start with about 10 inches of 3/4 round. This is also sucker rod. It's going to be quite a bit more work to get these drawn out, but such is life. I'm going to go ahead and get a fire started, and we'll get going. Alright, this is 3/4 round, and I just want to flatten it down to about 3/8 flat, and then I'm going to turn it up and upset it to make the bit, the actual jaw portion. And I want to get a few inches because I want to turn up about a hammer's width, and then set that back down. That'll give us a lot of mass. One of the things I wasn't liking about the other pair is that the jaws were pretty small. The V wasn't very deep. And I definitely want to improve that. Okay, I've got it flattened out. Got it flattened out about the length from the peen up to the end of the eye. That's what I'm going to use as a reference point for making the other one, so I can try to get them even. Next heat I'll go a hammer with, and bend that up, and then set it down and try to make a square corner. And I've got about the same. It's not super critical. I am going to put a tiny nick in the corner here, just so I have a reference point. Okay, got a hammer's width. And now we're not going to end up with a full hammer's width, because setting it down is going to squash it back up quite a bit. And make sure to get that corner cleaned up so I don't get it cold shut. There we go. Maybe this time we just don't use a sharp corner to put marks in it in the first place, huh? Go ahead and clean that up with a file a little bit before I go any further. stay away from the corner, trying to preserve as much of this as we can. So alright, that's going to give us a good long jaw with lots of material to make the V in. Alright, we're pretty close now. I'm going to start forging down the... is there a name for the loop? I don't know. Just, what's it? The thing. The ring, the loop, the roundy bit. I don't know. This is where we need that dent that we put in there earlier, so we can make sure that we get these reins the same size. And I don't have the heat quite far enough back. Oh, my power supply blew up. Looks like something fell in here and shorted. The fuse is blown. Well, that's unfortunate. It looks like I am just not going to get stupid tongs set up. I never did actually get this mounted, which is why it probably did this. Oh boy. Okay, and we are back. Power supply came in after a few days, and threw it back in, and it's back to work with me, I guess. Ooh. I am trying to shear this down. Intentionally. Because I really want more of like a 90-degree bend here at the boss. I just think they grip a little better that way. And get some more heat in there. I'm just setting my mark right at the anvil, or right at the corner, and then using some kind of strike that I can't remember what it's called. But I'm working off of the face, trying to push it down. That's going to work out well. And just like trying to do the square corner, you don't want to hit over the corner itself, just behind it, because we're not trying to dig the anvil corner further into that material. We've already gone a little bit too far for my taste. We're still well within a good material thickness, but alright. This one I got to be a little more careful with. I'm actually going to set a little bit more over this way. Yeah, that's bad. I screwed this one up. I'm going to try to fix it. Yeah, I'm gonna file that out. I think I've got all of it out. We're still pretty thick. We're at like, probably 7/16. I'm gonna take this down to 3/8, but we need to get some more heat. Got a little dent over here too. These things just do not want to get made. Okay, doesn't look like anything's opening up here, so I think we're good. Got lucky. Alright, now I think we're about ready for the fun part, drawing out these rings. Whoops. Sorry there, boss. so it's a couple days later. I've got my most of the forging done on these. Reins are drawn out to my satisfaction. I do need to drift these holes back open a little bit, and then I'll need to make sure my rivet fits. Once that fits, then get it. Oh, yeah, I still need to cut the V's. So, yeah, let's get these hot. We'll drift the holes, cut V's, and we'll go from there. Still a little cold here, but I don't want to cut too fast until I know I've got my my line where I want it. Okay, we're good to chop down through these now. Just want to make sure we're staying straight and that we're cutting through the middle of the bar. Make sure to keep your chisel dressed symmetrically, otherwise it'll dive to one side. feel a lot better, and they're still hot. Get another good heat on the bits, and we'll get a final size on them. Alright, I still need to cut the V in it, because I do want these to hold horizontally as well. And we'll get started on that. I'm going to throw my next project in the fire, which we're actually going to use these tongs for. I will work on getting these cut in between heats on that 1.5 inch square. Alright, we still need to clean up the inside. Got to square the end of the jaw off and then mark out my notches for the horizontal part. Trying to eyeball the depth of the socket, or the depth of the shank inside the tongs, so I know how deep to cut, instead of just eyeballing it and making a mess out of it like I did with my other pair of bolt jaw tongs the other day. Find the center, what looks like center. Okay. Okay, preliminary cut. Seems to fit okay. I'm just going to clean it up and leave it. It's not perfect, but it holds well, and that imperfection will actually kind of work to our advantage. Yeah, so there we go. These guys are pretty well ready to go, and we'll see them in action here in just a minute. Going over the far end of the anvil here, and more or less doing a half face blow. With this much material, it really doesn't matter where you hit it. it's going to go down over the corner. Well, I didn't know she had the G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip, but she works pretty well. I'm happy. Are you happy? Well, it doesn't matter because I'm happy. Donuts.